Alright, doing a bit of a test run here to see how well my microphone is filtering sound. I've got a earbud in one ear and there's just some other background noise going on and stuff going on in the other room, so hopefully it's not picking up all that, but that's why we're doing this. So off screen, I've been doing more caving and check this out. Let's see here. Oh, that's right. Um, so I did get my very first Rex saddle from the Swamp Cave, and it's not a blueprint, but a Rex saddle nonetheless. It was this 110 saddle. So bummed, but still super stoked at the same time because it's one step closer out of many steps. I hope I don't have to go in there a million times to saddle my team, but I guess if that's what I gotta do, that's kind of what I gotta do. I've run out of cryopods again, courtesy of my dimorphodons and my damn breeding habits. So I do need to go through and kind of thin things out. Um, I do have some excess dinos in here that I really just don't need. And maybe I'll make some more cryopods. We'll see. I am noticing that there's some other kind of quality of life things I need around the base. So I don't know if I'll get into that. I'm just gonna kind of see where my day takes me and go from there, really. I don't always like having things planned out. I just want to come here to relax a little bit, enjoy, even though I am still feeling the pressure of wanting to get to the point of doing boss battles. But it is what it is. So I'll just have to deal with it. Um, I've got all these. I had to pick up my Hesperornis and otters because back in that corner they were doing okay, but a couple of them did starve. So while I'm not using them, it's just safer to keep them up. Um, I have been finding that the dimorphodons have been pretty effective in the cave, and my wolves are not dying as much. But I am still building up my army, my fodder team, because that just seems to be what's working right now. Yeah, people are saying like, why don't you go do this? Why don't you go do that? It's just, it's not as easy. Uh, I don't want to kind of have to start over and spend more time doing more taming, more breeding. So I think I'm just gonna stick with what I got. I mean, I am getting somewhere, and yeah, I just I don't really want to stress or worry over it either. Okay, what's going on here? I got quite a few Bezos that should go. Please tell me I'm not alone when I say these guys suck to raise. They eat a ton. They starve out your other dinos that you're working really hard to try and tame. You suck. Yeah, yeah, Mr. Rex. I know you're trying to chomp your way in here, so we're trying to catch Bison Baby right now. So if you could just shut up, that'd be great. Any second now. Oh, oh my God. Look at you. Oh, there's the dossier. I don't want to read it right now. Oh my God, you're cute. You're adorable. Where'd the other one go? Oh, you just haven't popped yet. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. There it is. Okay. Oh, here we are. Hi, little guy. Oh my god. Welcome to the world. Cute little bison babies. Regrettably, well, maybe I'll breed up a couple of you guys, but y'all probably won't be sticking around. I'm sorry. It's just I don't have a lot of room. I just got a bunch of other stuff in. Um, well, probably will keep these two since they are females. But look, I can now milk the bison, and I have milk in a bucket. So, milk in a bucket. In ASE, you milked wyverns, and it came in a jar instead of a bucket. So, I hope it's the same. And it does not go in the fridge. Does it go in a preserving bin? It sure enough does. Okay. Um, one of these is a baby wyvern, I believe. Or maybe not. Did I put it in here? Regardless, I can just grab one of these. Shut up, Rex! We'll just do one for right now. Oh, yeah, okay. Slot 9. Oh, wow, you're pretty. Okay, so you stay right there. And we'll go get the milk. But no, wait, because these guys, this might be some trial and error, guys, because I haven't done this in a while. Let's see here. And I do not have a date on. So your food is there. You don't want to feed them too often, but I believe when they get below 100, you want to go ahead and feed them. So what do I do with you for right now? I don't want to forget about you. I'll figure it out. Okay, well, we're gonna try it. I've put the milk up in my miguana up there. So here's open. I'm gonna be keeping as close an eye on his food as possible because I do only have the two milk and they are already starting to spoil, which milk does spoil pretty quickly. I might have to come cryo him up in between. So this will be our little experiment and I hope it works out. All right. I wasn't really planning on recording, but since I'm just me running at the moment, I guess I'll tell y'all. So I was hanging around with this guy that I've known on the server. He helped me get brood mother, alpha brood mother here yesterday. And he was kind enough that he was going to offer to do Mesopithecus with me, but he was having a lot of server issues. And so, oh, sorry, bird. So we decided to cancel and, we'd try another time. And the so he'd given me a lot of new dinos before that. So I've got some of them raising up here. You can see the Auralix over here. They're getting pretty big. Very beautiful and impressive creatures. I've got some snow owls now. They're all green and just beautiful. And then this pair of black super RGs. We've got some ice wyverns. This one is doing really well, better than I expected. And this doed over here is an aberrant, mutated doed. You have to hatch them from a special egg incubator from Bob's Tales. I can't remember what it's called at the moment. And then also I'm raising up these guys. So these are super Dinosuchus, super bred. That guy over there was one of my projects from my wild tamed dinos, and I decided to keep him because I don't just want to toss it out. Maybe something happens with these guys or whatever. But man, I'm super excited to do caves with them, especially Cave of the Strong. They should do very well. Um Also, so my last Giga was Pagoed because I I allowed it to happen. Well, I didn't allow it to happen, but I wasn't paying well enough attention to realize that it had happened. So I lost my first ever Wild Tame Giga. Um, he gave me a new Giga, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely amazing. Tech Giga, and I'll show you the stats here. So just amazing stats. I haven't leveled him yet because I I don't want to mess it up. I want to be able to use this guy for the tech cave one day if I'm around that long, if he's around that long and he doesn't get pagoed. So yeah, just lots of potential there. And then I have a few other dinos from Lost Colony that are waiting in cryos just to be raised up. So you'll get to see them here eventually. But so that was all very exciting. A couple of the dinos I also got was a breeding pair of, again, just super basilos. Super excited for them. Use them for caves, stuff like that. So I bred the male and female immediately, and I took the male out because now after having fought Alpha Brood, I really need a replicator. Um, so I was fighting for my life trying to get, oh, where did you go? Trying to get uh black pearls, and I was doing pretty good. I found a pearl cave, just these silica pearls, and I was like, "Ooh, cool. So I want to check that out." And another reason was it was marked as a um note place. So I was like, okay, I better go ahead and just pick that up right away. So I went into the cave and surfaced, and then all of a sudden, poof, I hear this horrible screeching sound. My basilo is getting pitched forward out of the water onto fucking land. It's deader than a doornail. I was pissed. I was pissed. And yeah, I know I don't have any of this on recording, but I didn't want to record. But when you don't want to record and you don't expect bad things to happen, bad things happen. And God, so I was actually trapped inside the carcass of my basilo for a very long time and just sitting there punching it, trying to get it to, you know, despawn, I guess. And I'm just like, I'm gonna die down here. And it wasn't quite the end of the world, but I just didn't want to have to deal with the race to get back to my kit and my stuff. So I'm punching it, punching it, punching it, and then maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes later is what it felt like. Finally, it decomposes and fades into darkness. um, and I have all my scuba gear on me. So I'm like, okay, go get the note. And I'm like, this is the plan. We're just gonna have to go and swim out there, and I'll show you on my map here. I was probably about here, and my mount was here. So I had to swim through shark infested waters all the way here while surfacing and getting on an ice floe to regain stamina, eat, and oh my God, it went flawlessly. My heart was pounding the entire time, of course, because I'm like, something's gonna get me. Something eventually is gonna get me. Um, I almost drowned to death, but that was only because there was a UD pack on one of the ice floes, and I was like, nah, oh, not doing that. So I almost drowned to death, ruining my plan. But got back to my mount, flew home, breathed a huge sigh of relief, and then at that time, I hadn't checked the gender on the bacilli I just bred, so I go ahead and get the gene thing from the incubator, run downstairs, check the female, and of course, it's a male. Thank God. Oh, I was so happy, so elated. So now I am waiting for him to raise up, but my plan today is to hopefully do the underwater cave. How am I going to do that? Um, Obviously, I do not want to use my female, although it is an option if I kind of feeling risky. But I have all my other love, wild tamed basilos. They aren't going to be the best mount, but it's something. So something's better than nothing, right? I think I will go ahead and take some of them out and just see how far I can get. And yeah, just play the odds a little bit. Um God, after that, I'm just so pissed about what happened to that Basilo, and maybe somewhere back in the deep recesses of my memory, I am kind of remembering something like this happening. So that kind of pisses me off. Um, but what are you gonna do? I mean, it happened, so I just have to move on. It's not like I can re-roll the server. I'm playing online. I'm not gonna make anyone do that for me. Not that I probably would have the power to do that. But it's just it is what it is. I'm not too butthurt about it, so it's a loss, but we'll move on from there. So that's kind of the plan, and we'll see if I follow it. Again, I don't really like having a schedule. Oh, what? That did not sound right. Am I just making that up? And it is the Rex over there? I think I'm just making that up. Yeah. Toss down some of the new babies I got. Okay. So, breeding pair of aberrant spinos. Again, super bred. I don't know what these guys are being used for these days. I know way back in the day they were used for boss fights on Aberration. Um, so I don't know, but I think it'll be fun just to have them around. I probably won't breed them up, but maybe I'll just have a small pool available just in case. And oh, I don't know if someone can answer this question for me, but so I hatched a little autumn drakeling, and it had a pair. In fact, I think I had a total of 3 eggs because when I threw this one in the incubator, I thought I had thrown a breeding pair in there together. But for some reason, so I hatched this one, cryoed it up, went to hatch the next one, and it disappeared. No, I did not crack the egg. It just disappeared. And I checked below the floor. I was looking for my parasaur. The parasaur wasn't giving me any kind of clue if it was around. Um, yeah. So it just disappeared. And I went into my fridge to grab some more of the eggs the guy I played with had given me, and there's another winter or autumn drakeling egg in there. So I was like, okay, now I'm crazy. I guess I had just not thrown it in the incubator like I thought I had. And again, I don't have it on video, so I can't go back and prove to myself that I'm not crazy. So I threw the other one in there and was like extra careful, hatched it. Again, same thing happened. It disappeared. So I only have this one little guy. I did try to look real quick online to see what could have happened, but it was just all the things that I'd already kind of thought of. Um, so no real answer there. And we've got these Desmodius babies. They look fabulous. All kind of different colors. These guys will be really nice to have around for maneuverability. I've never personally had one as a main mount before. I have ridden them. So really excited about them. And these guys. So yearlings. I am not familiar with this dino from Lost Colony. It's new to me, so I do need to look into it a bit more and find out about what it's about. Because yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of seeing it for the first time, actually. Let's see here. I don't want to put anyone by the ladder, but maybe we can put you guys kind of back here. Okay. I'm not really sure how big they get, but I'm just happy to have them. Hopefully, I can get some utility out of them because I don't want to have too many non-utility dinos. I just cleared out my cryo fridge only to get all of this. Okay. That's one thing about playing online is there are certain advantages to the game that you don't get playing solo, provided that you are willing to deal with the risks that playing online also have. Um, so like I never would have gotten any of this, any of this had I not played online. I mean, yeah, I'm willing to stick with that statement just because like I can't imagine taming, you know, an Auralix, and I can't imagine breeding up these super dinos, taking the hours of time, days, weeks, sometimes months to breed these guys up. I just can't imagine that. So I'm so lucky to be able to have that available to me, playing online versus playing solo. Okay, I've got a few more baby owls. I got to try and figure out where I want them. But besides the dinos, the friends or, people that you potentially meet, like this situation, I generally speaking like to foster an environment of just like being helpful and helping each other progress at the game. I I think it's kind of important, depending on what kind of player you are. It's up to you. It's definitely up to you. Do what feels right, and But that's just me. Okay, where did I leave? You're down there. Of course you're down there. Here we go on our maiden voyage in style. Yes, this is one of the wyverns that I got from the guy I played with yesterday. And the first place we are headed is the Cave of the Brute. So there's a couple of guys that are conveniently based down here. So finding the entrance wasn't terribly hard, but I'm going to go ahead and update this on my map. 53.4 and 3.7. That's better. But once I see where that base is at, I'll know exactly where to go from there. So I know there's a bunch of Electroscorpus in the water here, which is why I chose my Basilo. But I do have just one of my wild bred Dinosuchus. Oh my, is that a Xiphactinus? Eh, yeah, okay. Can I avoid said Xiphactinus? Okay, okay. Xiphactinus everywhere. Maybe I can go this way. So my plan right now is to use my Bassi for the Electroscorpus and then Dinosuchus for the land stuff. Okay, okay. We're not getting our asses royally handed to us. I probably could have swum up past them, but better to get them out of the way now versus when I'm trying to get on land, I guess. Okay, so the last time I surfaced, my Basilo got thrown into the air. Oh, okay. Whew. All right, let's keep going. Not 100% sure I'm going the right way, but we'll just explore a little bit. I do have to give credit to Flinger Foo. Uh, he did a video called the 5 Tame Challenge, and he uses the Dinosuchus as one of his dinos, not only for the challenge, but for doing the caves. So I don't know that I would have done so if I hadn't have watched that video previously, just because ignorance more than anything. Now, oh, there's a Mosa over there. Okay. Level 90. Probably okay. If it would have was an alpha Mosa, I would have said, "Hell nah. Hell nah. We ain't doing that." Xiphactinus. Okay, okay. Mimosa's looking around, but doesn't seem to care. All right, come on. Well, I don't know if it recorded or not, but I lost Seabird, my Bassie. There's a shit ton of Xiphactinus and Megalodons and one of the other shark things that are teeming in here and got cornered right along those rocks. And right as she died, just kind of plopped me out on land. So I'm trying to lure these guys out one at a time because there's no way I'm gonna be able to, just swim out there. Okay, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Yes, there we go. There we go. Come on. Come on, you guys. Don't be little bitches. I'm saying. Okay, we're slowly whittling them down. Oh, there's a Xiphactinus that beached itself. Okay, you're mine, buddy. Okay. Oh, here comes a helicorp. Xiphactinus, get out of here. So much of your health. Oh, damn. Bled me. Shit. It's the Xiphactinus. Okay. Fucking Xiphactinus. Got him. Get out of there. Damn it. I'm gonna have to abandon because I'm too damaged. Son of a bitch.